In this video, I'm going to show you how to grab styles for text or use live websites as a tool for mocking up your designs for changing out a component of a site. So this is specifically for a project I'm teaching right now where we're going to mock up a homepage of a WVU website, and we do not have a sketch or Photoshop document with the assets. The assets are really just there in code. So this is to kind of show students how they can find the details. So I'm in Chrome right now, and if I right click or control click, I can do inspect. And inspect is a tool that allows me to see what's happening behind the scenes in this website. So most important, this icon, it lets me select an element in the page and inspect it. So the first thing we're going to try to find is what is the size of the headline on this page. So with this icon selected, I can now click my H1. So I can see here that this is the H1, so that's my heading for the page. Here it's showing me the styles. So what I'm looking for is the font size and what font family and character it is. So I can use styles or tab to compute it. This is showing me the details. So I have my font size 112 pixels and I'm Helvetica Neue. And my letter spacing is normal. And my font weight is 400. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and write that down. Right, so that's how I found the first character style for my web here. All right, so next we're going to inspect. What does the two sentences below that look like? So I have 112, Helvetica Neue, 400. All right, so now I go back to the same icon and I click the text here. This is my P text, paragraph text, and it's set to lead. So this is my lead text. Again, I can come to compute it and I can see my lead text is again Helvetica Neue, and it's still 400, and this time it's 24 pixels. Right, so that would help me be able to recreate this style in my own mock-up. I can also click on, let's say, the button, and I can find and compute it. What is the background color of that button? Right, so here I can see that my background color is a hex of 006 FE6. All right, I can find the size of the text in my background color or in that button. So I can see font size 20 Helvetica Neue. I can see the border radius is 4.8 pixels. All right, so on this one, I can go to my slash. So my hero label, if I look at my styles, and you can see this is an actual rectangle. I can see my color, the EAA 00, and they have created a rectangle and done the transform, the skewing actually in CSS. So we can make that same skew in Photoshop or Illustrator or InDesign. All right, so the next step, sometimes you might want to mock up just right here in your browser what a headline or what a change of text might look like. So here I could put explore new heights So I'm typing it on the right side, and you'll see what it looks like on the left side. So I have not changed the live website. If anyone else were to go to mediacollege.wvu.edu, there would be no change. This is what I have done on my local machine. So it's the same if I wanted to test out, does my sentence fit well in this space? I could come in my lead sentence, I can open it, and I could write my new sentence here. This would be a good way to test if the sizing and length is correct and looks the way I want it. Right? Okay. So that's one way that you can test. Sometimes you might find, I just clicked on the background picture. I can see this is where the background image is. There is CSS, which is display none. That takes away the entire block. In this case, if I just took away the image, I could see it on a plain color. So this might be helpful for me to be able to select out the items that I want. I could even change the color, like let's say I was looking for a bright green. Did I do that? Let's see, just green. So you might be able to find a color that would be easy to maybe grab in Photoshop. Another thing that's really helpful is, let's say I'm going to go ahead and refresh, and when I refresh, all of my local changes that were here in the inspector go away. Is to be able to grab an image from a website. So in this case, I want to grab this background image because I'm creating a print piece for WVU that aligns with this same campaign. So I can see right here it says style background image, and if I put my mouse over the link here in styles, I can see it says my current source. If I click on this link, it will actually open a new tab that has this file that I could now drag to my desktop. And you can see that this hackathon image, it's high res, image size, inches, it's 7 by 5 inches at 240. So I could probably use this in a print piece. So again, to be able to find images from a website, you can use Inspector, and you can use the arrow button here. Click to where you see the picture, and then you're just going to kind of look until you can select it. So here, I can see it here. Now on this one, I can grab this URL, and perhaps I just put it right there. I have double slash, and then that's where I would find it, right? So it had a relative link, which means it started, this is what I copied from the code, and I just add it to whatever the domain was before. And again, I could drag and drop. All right, so those are some tips to help you be able to repurpose images for a client that you might be working with, maybe on their website, and you don't have source files and you're trying to mock things up.